Ford and Mark Hamill's original audition tape. You should see it after this talk. And I watched it, and I don't know what it is. It's just Star Wars energy. In a normal movie, if your ship was on fire and you're about to die, you know, there'll be phone calls to the family, tell them I love them, orchestral music, boom, the end. In Star Wars, it's like, hit the light speed, woo! And that for me was like, you know, a great way of experiencing sci-fi. So I kind of embodied that in my auditions.
It's great. And so just what's incredible about this movie and about just watching the trailers and just everyone's getting excited is kind of the return of practical effects and practical sets and real locations. So what was some of the most impressive sets or puppeteers or puppets, I mean, or characters that you got to work with on the set?
I think for me, it was the first time I went on set was in Abu Dhabi, and Jakku was real. Like, JJ is so dope. He had the droids moving in between takes. That makes it feel like Disneyland, like they actually there, like they exist. I felt like a kid, like the creatures would move and, you know, and I'm just there like, we're on a planet. We're a real planet. This is the closest we're ever gonna get to ET. And so it was amazing to see that practical effects, puppetry, animatronics, all played a vital part, and the CG is just an enhancement of what's already there. So it's good to know that JJ went back to 1977.
And was there a person on the set that you, besides Daisy, who you really get along with the best and you really connected with?
Harrison's my best friend. Let's put it out there. He wouldn't say it exactly like that, but that's what he means.
You won over with the impression.
I mean, we've had a really good bond. I think one of the things that I'm most excited for people to discover is Finn and Han Solo's relationship. Finn has no respect for him. And in return, Han Solo is just, you know, like this snotty little kid. And it's a great combination and a great chemistry. So Harrison is someone I got to spend a lot of time with.
And Lawrence Kasdan came back to write the film. And
yes.
So he wrote Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So what was it like kind of having, was he there on set? Was he helping you with your character and Star Wars kind of folklore and stuff? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, he collaborated with JJ a lot, and he was on set to tweak the scripts. And, you know, what's great about Larry in terms of the way he writes is that there is space for you to put your input into the dialogue. I think that specifically with me and Daisy, we had to create these characters from scratch, and to have a writer that enables you to breathe in between the dialogue is great. So you can throw in some improv, and it works out well.
Is it daunting too? Because you're kind of you're creating a brand new character in this universe. So is that a little daunting for you as well?
I mean, during the auditions, it was, because before I present Finn to you in a few days, I had to present it to Disney. I had to present Finn to JJ, and it had to be approved before coming to you guys, who are the ultimate judges. You guys are the gods that decide whether a film does well or not. And you know, that was the time when I was kind of like, this could either be really bad or I can work hard and it could be good.
Well, and that's actually interesting too, because now that you have, you know, episode 7's done, so now with Rian Johnson taking on episode 8, do you have influence over your character now, like to say, I feel like you should be doing this?
Episode 8? You know? What are we talking about?
You caught me in my little sneaky. Does Finn survive?
Does Finn survive?
Damn it. So we have some questions from some Googlers who Dana Hunkline's gonna read off.
So our first question from the global audience is, what is your favorite piece of Star Wars paraphernalia that you own?
Ooh, I have a lot. I have a Star Wars comic book that's actually based on the first draft that George Lucas ever wrote. And Luke Skywalker is called Luke Starkiller. Han Solo is like an alien, like a furry thing. And it's all different. It was his first ever draft that they made into a comic book. And I own that, and I love it dearly. Femi, can we check that I still have that? I'm going to read it again.
So who would you, John, not your character, rather face in a fight, the aliens of Star Wars or the aliens of Attack the Block?
The aliens of Attack the Block every day, all day, because it's fun. And they're more dumb, so their survival is pretty much guaranteed. Sorry for the rest of the cast. But yeah, definitely aliens of Attack the Block.
What was your hardest day on set that you can tell us about?
Hardest day on set, that's such a good one.